Hello, we're looking at the back of the Audiosource Model SW50 powered subwoofer. There's no fuse. Well, that's an easy fix. We've got a fuse. But I didn't actually get the little fuse covery thing. I'm sure parts to replace that are cheap, but I've got a whole stack of these things, so why not just use that instead? If there's room, we'll find out. It amuses me, I picked this up secondhand, and I wonder, it'd be hilarious if just like some child at the previous owner's house removed the fuse part and the parents are like, it's not working, we'll just donate it, it's not our problem. Or if it actually lost at the store or whatever, but maybe there's a reason. Maybe it exploded so harshly it's out the back. We'll find out. I'm actually feeling particularly lazy again today, so we're using the drill. Usually just taking out the periphery is enough to remove the board. That could be incorrect here. Might be this one, maybe that. We'll do a quick pry to make sure. Alright, that's coming out pretty easily now. Oh, of course the sub's not put in with the connector, it's just using solder joints. That's helpful. Alright, we'll take this down. It looks like we're going to have to prop it up against something. Alright, that should be at the right height now. Here we can see it's got a large transformer. It's not actually a toroidal. Two Subwoofer capacitors just kind of thrown in the back there and then taped onto the foam. No connectors at all in it. Fairly cheap construction style here. You can see we've just got the two leads for the transformer, and then the two subwoofer things are just vaguely tacked on there. You can see the main amplifier chip is one of those all-in-one packages. Micro PC1188D. It's an NEC Japan part. You can see here's the fuse holder on the back. There's actually a little bit less room than I was expecting to work with. And I guess the only thing to do is to extract it. Alright, we can kind of see what they were doing here. We've got this connection to the transformer that was crimped on, that was piled up, and here's the actual wires going through the fuse holder. So we want to take that out and replace it with a little inline thing and tidy it up. Looks like they glued their fuse holder down. I'm not too concerned with removing it actually, just aesthetically, but I will put a note on the case that it's removed. We could desolder these, but we already have too much wire, so I might as well give ourselves a little less to work with here to worry about. Here's our connections. They've been stripped back. Here's our fuse holder. It's properly rated. It's definitely properly rated. 250 volts AC at 20 amps. Considering the fuse that we need to replace it with is a 250 volt 1 amp, I think this is not going to be a problem here, safety-wise and so on. The vague assumption here is that we cut this in half and strip it back. That's assuming I can cut this wire, which is what. Now, I'm sure no one would complain if I just used one of these little wire screw things to put everything together, or even the crimps, but we're going to be doing it the solder and heat shrink way. Insert our fuse. This case actually holds this actually holds together a lot better once there's a fuse in it. It feels a bit loose when there's not, but the spring tension causes it to stay relatively well together. So now we need to figure out a good spot to put this. Looking at the internal sizes, we're going to actually want all the room we can get. Let's go ahead and take out this fuse holder. Turns out you don't need a tool. If you remove the glue, this actually spins quite freely by hand. You can use your finger on the other side to hold it and then twist, and it slowly will come out. So now that's free. So now we've got a lot more space that this fuse holder can occupy. At some early stage, remember to put your heat shrink on so you don't forget. Alright, now that we've got this kind of loomed back into place, we just have to hope it fits in there. But the first thing we're going to do is blow out this cavity with some air. One logical test is we could give the input a continuity test and make sure it's not a dead short, proving that we didn't do anything too crazy stupid. Alright, tested it. That's a conceivable amount of resistance for a transformer, so... Well, it didn't explode. Power light kind of did things. We need audio. Well, if it kills my phone, it'll be a funny story. Amp is on and all the way down. Phone's still alive. Well, I would say that works, so I guess all I gotta do is mark that the fuse is inside. And hopefully that gives someone a laugh. Hope you found some use out of this. Thanks for watching.